I just want to share it with you guys. I'll do a couple pauses just for copyright purposes.
Read anything from James Henry Salisbury, the Salisbury steak guy? Dr. Salisbury, who graduated Albany Med in 1850s.
A doctor from the 1850s, first of all, sign me up. Where can I get his medicine? Also, Dr. Salisbury and Louis Pasteur, as in pasteurized milk, pasteurization, were born within a year of each other. So they didn't understand, obviously, pasteurization during the Civil War. And he's about to compare the supply lines, food on supply lines to soldiers in the Civil War, unrefrigerated, obviously. Listen.
Went on to the Civil War. His men were dying of dysentery and pneumonia. He figured out the microbes were flourishing on a plant-based diet. He switched to...
First of all, a plant-based diet, you think they were calling it that in the 1850s? It's just absurd. Number one, no refrigeration for these supply lines. And now he's going to talk about why meat fixed it all. Well, of course, they didn't eat raw meat back then.
to a meat-based diet and they healed.
Wow.
Wow, where can I get some of this? And here you can just see, you heat stuff up to a temperature between 60 and 100 degrees Celsius, kills most bacteria and molds already present. I don't understand this whole new movement. I mean, I do understand it. It's people like to eat meat. It tastes good. But let's face it. Let's be real. You're killing sentient creatures, and most of the meat that we eat is produced in a not very humane way, and in a way that's not very good for the environment. I'm not a vegetarian, but the little meat I do eat is hopefully not part of the industrial farming and all that cruel, polluting industries. And by the way, as I said, pasteurization is named after Louis Pasteur, who's researched in the 1860s. What was going on in the 1860s? The war that this guy was talking about, right here. So they didn't have the understanding of what to do about bacteria that normally lives everywhere. Plants, meat, humans. Just give me a break with this, right? Like, there are a lot of bad ways to eat plants, like in the notional food products that many Americans eat, highly, highly refined grains and sugars that are pretty much just white powders that you're putting into your body, probably about as healthy as other white powders that aren't from plants. Well, actually, some of them are from plants. Anyhow, I digress. Next time I see something stupid, I'll post it here. I'm not really a YouTuber, but there you go.